and welcome to the Illustrator Creative Challenge. I'm your host, Clady, and I'm very happy to be here with you today for this challenge number 3. But let me go ahead and refresh the chat because it looks like I cannot see any chat right now on Behance. I want to make sure to say hi to everybody here. Let me go ahead and see who is hanging out with me right now in the chat. I can see Aaron Cohen, Suzanne, Wade Acuff in the chat. Thank you so much, Wade, for being here. And as usual, sharing all the useful links here. Steve, ciao, nice to see you. Salve, so much Italian here. Bernadette, Franco Paul, thank you so much. Stony, let me know where you're tuning in from today. If you've been following along, we are on challenge number 3. Isn't that exciting? We're moving on with these lovely challenges. But if you have no idea what I'm talking about, there's not a problem because I'm going to show you right away what these wonderful challenges are all about. And of course, as I say here at Adobe Live, is always a safe space to learn new skill and sharpen your technique. So either if you are a pro or if you're just starting, this is the perfect place to get started. So let me jump real quick into my machine and make sure that I can share with you all the wonderful landing page. If you have joined the stream before, you'll know that the landing page is one of the most useful place where you can get informations about the stream. And of course here the link is behance.net/challenge/Illustrator. Wade has already placed a link in the chat. And again, if you're watching from YouTube, I can see the little chat coming out and moving in the background in YouTube. I cannot read your messages. So make sure to head on b.net/live to watch me live and make sure that I answer your questions while we get going. So talking about question, I can see Bernadette saying, watching from Bonnie, Scotland. And we have also Biola in the house. Nice to see you. Where else? Postcard. Aaron is saying Postcard is my favorite print product. Yes. So what is he talking about? Right. If you do scroll down on this page, we will know that Aaron is talking about the challenge number 3, photo postcards. So today we have unveiled this new challenge that we're going to be working on together. I'm going to show you and we're going to be learning together how to create really cool photo postcard that you can use as a template. Remember, we are working on the concept of a gift shop. That's my concept. For you, it can be any shop, but I think that photo postcards are a sort of material that are pretty useful, no matter what, if you have a shop or not. They can also be a great way to share some love and create a very tailored and personal message for your family and friends. So before we jump on into Illustrator and we get going, there are 2 more things that I want to show you. One, get the starter file because there is a gift for you coming up right away. If you click on the Get Started button, you will be taken into this wonderful link which has the Clady 03 challenge photo postcard. You can copy it to your work. That will add it into your library, or simply click on the file and then download to make sure to download your Illustrator file, and then you can open it on Illustrator. And as usual, Wade Acuff has been wonderful and already shared the link. So that's another thing that you can do. Just click on the link on behance.net/live in order to have the template ready to go. If I'm going too fast and you just want to chill and you do not want to take part right now, don't worry. This is going to be on a replay, so you can just sit back, relax, watch, and then do the work in your own time. Bill is saying, I mistakenly saved over my day 1 challenge, so I'm taking time to be mad at myself. Oh no, but don't worry. And that's another thing to mention, Biola. It's very useful to save your document as a cloud document. And I'm going to just grab a glass of water real quick before I tell you why. Actually, today I'll show you how to save your document as a cloud document. Working with cloud documents will allow you to access history of your document. So if you would have saved as a cloud document, not only you can access from anywhere in your, anywhere you are, everywhere in any sort of desktop or laptop and anytime, anywhere, pretty much, but also you'll be able to go back into history in the history of the document. So let me show you that in just a second. Before we get going, remember, another wonderful place where we like to hang out during these challenges is our community chat. So click on the community chat, or simply you can head on the bit.ly/AI, that's a capital A and a capital I, Discord. This will take you to an invitation to join our Discord channel. Let me challenge channel. Let me just jump back into my screen so I can show you how does it look like. Here it is. So our Discord is our server where you can share your work. Here it is, we found it. That's the place where you can share your work. As you can see, we have all the Instagram highlights from yesterday. It's a wonderful community, it's a wonderful place where you will have feedback and tips from a very broad international community of students, professionals, but also we have all the mentor, Andrew O'Cradle, Jack Watson, Maddie Baird, Randall Casey, Rocky Rogue, Ryan, Salvi, Sean. I'm so sorry if I say your name wrong. I'm always very concerned about that. And I want to see what's going on in the chat. Annika said, oh my God, cloudy screen has my face on it. Where are you, Annika? Is it here? Yes, that's you. I can see you. I haven't read the messages. I'm so bad. I'm running so behind. But super cool. Anyway, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining. I look forward to read your messages. I just recognized you right away. And in order to get your work reviewed, the channel in which you are supposed to share your work is the challenge channel. Just right here above my head. Just right there. And I'll show you at the end of the stream how to get there. But hopefully by now, everybody has got your starter file and is ready to get to work. So let's open Illustrator, and this is the gift. I already create a template for you to use for your postcard. And if you zoom in, you know that it's made with love. So of course you can delete and you can change anything you want. All the elements of the photo postcard back are under the text layer. That's something that you might want also go and explore. The layers panel, usually located on the right side of your workspace. You can bring it up in two ways, either by clicking on the workspace switcher and then making sure that you select essential and reset essential, so the layers panel will be here on the right, or for whatever reason, if you do not see it on your in your interface, simply click under window. The window menu is the place where all the panels live. So if you ever hear me talking about any particular panel that you don't see, just go ahead and choose window and you'll be able to bring up any panel. The layer panels is there as well. Before we jump into further work, I want to show you the sort of final products, what we're going to be working to. So I've created 3 different postcards. One is more personal with a lovely bird. If you have already joined one of my Leica Pro video editing, you probably met Little Bert or Bertuccino for friends. Is there a photo of me and Bert hanging out in the northwest here in the UK? Or we have a photo of these beautiful little ponies in Eaton Park, which is a park located just a stone away. Throw a stone away? I don't know. I am British now, but I still need to catch on this British way of saying things. But Eaton Park is a park that is basically 5 minutes from my house. Debbie Bert is fab. Yes, it's an absolutely lovely dog. And then also a photo in Abbey Village. So we can create a personal postcards with your own photos, or photos that I also took this photo of Abbey Village, but it's more like a landscape, or again, another subject. If you maybe just want to send share your love, send it to your family, or of course you can use it just to promote your product and your services. But let me show you how to build up these templates, and also how can you work and use them again by changing these images. So for example, if we already create, Carol is saying, what would an Italian sound like with a British accent? Well, you have it. And I'm actually Italian British since yesterday, so everything is even more awkward right now. And Stony saying, I think is a stone's throw away. See, we're learning. Thank you so much, everybody. But anyway, let's get started. What we're going to be also achieving today, which is, I think, super cool, is when we're going to create this template, I'm also going to show you how once you have a photo and the template is done, if you change your mind or maybe you want to use it again, all you have to do is to head to the window menu and then to your links panel. So go ahead and open up your links panels because we're going to be using that today. And by clicking on the relink button, you will be able to access your libraries and your photos, and you will just simply replace the photo. So as you can see, I replaced the two ponies with a photo of Leuca, my hometown in Italy. And all I have to do here is to then, place is called Santa Maria. Let me see, Di Leuca, that's the entire name, and I want to bring it all so you can see how you can edit the text and then just simply make it smaller. But the whole point is that you can actually use them over and over again with different images and different instances. But let's get on creating, and then we can move on and show how to also reuse it. I just wanted to like get you excited about all this cool stuff. Alex Lazarus in the chat. Nice to see you. I wanted to say hello in Greek, but I don't know how to say that. Again, the majority of the things that I know to say in Greek are all about food. So souvlaki, zaganaki, and I don't know. That's it. Efkaristo and parakalo. But let me know in the chat how to say yasu. Yasu. Perfect. Thank you so much. We got that covered as well. Right. So let's get started. As I say, first thing, let's grab on those layers panel there. Again, choose window, then layers if you do not find the layer panel in your workspace. And as you can see, I've split nice and organized your layers into text, graphics, and photo. This is going to help you to build a hierarchy in terms of what the content is going to go. Text always on top because the order of your layer stack matter. In fact, if we do jump into the preview file here, if I do go ahead and bring the layer with the text at the very bottom, look what happened. All the text disappear. In fact, all the images, layers, vector, photos, graphics that are contained in our layer are displayed depending on the order of the layer stack. Layers and content displayed and located above will be on top of the one displayed below. So make sure to organize your layer correctly. And if you want to create a new layer, all you have to do is to click on the plus icon at the bottom of the layers panel. I'm going to create a new layer, which I'm going to call overlay, because I also want to show you the power of adding some effects to your photo. You do not necessarily need to go into Photoshop. We can add some cool stuff inside Illustrator as well. Kimberly says, I always use layers. It helps me organize my artwork. Fantastic. Very well said. Anika is here early. Yes, she is. We look forward to your stream, Anika. I had a blast following your work. But let's get started. So I will start by bringing in the photo. So make sure to select the right layer and then hit the shortcut Shift Command P. There will be Shift Control P if you're working on a Windows machine, and that will open up a dialog box that will allow you to browse your folder and choose an image of your choice. What should we do? Let me know. Should we do... I'm going to start with the one with the ponies, and then what should we do? The park or bird? Chat, let me know. I'm actually going to give you like 3 seconds to work on the first one. Should we do the horses, bird, or the park? I know that there is a little bit of a delay, but maybe I can afford just like a few seconds. I'm just going to go with the first three of the choice. Should we do bird? Everyone wants bird. Fantastic. So let's bring in the photo of me and bird. Yay! Fantastic. Let's go ahead and select Bert and Clarice's photo and click on place. As you can see, the photo is now loaded inside my little selector. Merv is asking, is this a live broadcast? Yes, here it is. Hi Merv, I read your message. And once the image is there loaded in your selector, click and drag in order to place it. Now, another cool thing of working with this image is actually something that I wanted to show you. How do we work with an image that is portrait, and our postcard, it looks like, is a landscape? Well, let's go ahead and select the artboard tool, either by clicking on the artboard tool from the toolbar, or simply using the Shift Command I believe. Oh, I forgot a shortcut. Cloud is all about shortcuts. Shift O is just Shift O shortcut in order to access the artboard tool. And then all you have to do is to click on the artboard that you would like to edit. In this case, I'm going to leave that there because we might have time to do a landscape as well. But then all the Option key and drag to create a copy. Then we can head to the Properties panel and change the artboard from landscape to portrait, or simply hit the return key. And again, here you can also change the orientation to portrait, just like so. Then what I did previously, in order to give, like, you can either use the postcard as it is, but it looks like, you know, my face and Bert's little face is getting cut. You can see that by heading under view and then trim view. You'll see that our faces are getting chopped out. So let's go back and delete the trim view and just simply hold shift and drag one of the corner of a bounding box to shrink that image proportionally, so we know that now we fit nice and neatly. And let's create a sort of a frame. I'm kind of fond of those arches, Alex. I think that we use it together to frame photo during the editorial stream as well. To do so, here simply press the letter M on your keyboard and go ahead and click and drag to create a rectangle. All we have to do now, as you can see, we have this little corner widget appearing, is press the letter A on your keyboard to activate the direct selection tool. It will allow you to select specific area or point inside your images or graphics. Click on the first top and then on the other top corner and click inward, and as you can see, our arch is pretty much already there. I'm going to zoom out. If you do not do that, if you don't select just the top one, all of them will be shrinking. Now let's go ahead and click and drag over the photo and the graphic, making sure that the photo is below. That's why I also organize my layers up properly. I use the Control 7 on Windows, that's Command 7 on a Mac, in order to create a mask. As you can see, a bit of the image there is not showing up. That's not a problem. Simply double click on the image and you'll be able to move it, resize it, and do whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and create another rectangle to use as a background, and then press the letter I and select any color from your image with the eyedropper tool, and use the shortcut Command Shift left bracket to bring it to the back. Now, how did I create that text that goes above the shape? Well, there are different ways of doing so. What I'm going to do is use the curvature tool, which is the curvature pen tool. So click once, and then let's start and move around the curve of the arch by clicking once, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on a second time. And as you can see, it seems like it's a straight line, but as soon as I move over, we do see the curvature starting, and then I'm going to click once more to create the path. You'll see that that allows you to create even more point, but if you're done, all we need is the little arch. Press the escape key, and that will break your selection there. Fantastic. Now let's go ahead and head to the toolbar, click and hold on the type tool in order to access that type on a path tool, and all you have to do is to simply click on the little path in order to place the text on the path. Now I'm going to just should we just call it Bert? No, I call it Bertuccino. So that's like in a bit of Italian way of distorting his name, bless him. And then all you have to do is to select your text, head to the character options, and you can select any sort of text that you want here. Let's see, I had quite a cute one selected before. Let's see if I can go ahead and remember what it was so I can share it with you. Let's go into the previous document. I think I use one called Memoriam Pro, part of the amazing Adobe font library. So if we had a Memoriam Pro, here it is. Now make sure to head under type, change font case, and use title case, because otherwise it was all capital. We can also change the size just like so, and you will see that once you start to change the size, it will also move around on our arch. We can also click on the fill control and change the color of the text, and then you can resize it and change the size as much as you want. But most importantly, what I suggest you to do when you're done with your text is use all these little areas here in which you can move around the beginning at the end of the text. That will allow you to use then this middle stroke and make sure that you do center the text on the arch, just like so. And so now I know that the text is actually located on the very top. If you've not been organized, you can always come back, and as you can see, we can select the text, is selected here on our layer, and simply drag it into the correct layer, just like so. And we were talking about how to change and replace different areas, so different photos. All you have to do, as you can see, once we place an image, is already showing inside our links. If you're sure that that's the image that you're going to use, you can select it and then click on the flyout menu and then click on embed image, and that will make sure that the image is part now of your file. So if I share the file with someone else, even if they don't have the photo will appear still in their computer. Otherwise, if you want to replace the image, so we can go ahead and change it right away, click on relink, just like I did before, and we can perhaps choose the horse images now or whatever other photo you like. And here it is. You can change this, but most importantly, I know I do have just one more minute. I really do want to show you that. What I will suggest you to do is to head to the toolbar and select the artboard tool, hold shift and drag to create a copy. So what I want to show you is that now we have two instances of photos here. What you can do is to click on any of the photo and use the go to link icon, just right there is above my head, and that will show you and isolate which image we are selecting. So it's telling us, hey, these images, they look the same, but they're two different instances. This is the one that we're going to replace. So we already created a template. There is no need to create an arch. We still want to keep the Bertuccio postcard there, but then we can go ahead and relink and use the one with the little horses and click on place, and we can call this one Heaton Park. Oops. And make sure to press Command A to select, or Control A to select the text. And it looks like in this case, we need to make the text a little bit smaller, just like so. And you can also change, of course, the color of your background. Again, simply clicking on the background, and from the appearance panel, change the color of the fill by selecting any color of your choice, just like so. But real quick, what I wanted to show you is how to add an overlay. That's super fast. Let's go into the layer, select the overlay layer so we know that we are building on top of the photo. Press the M key to bring up the rectangle tool and click and drag to create a rectangle that will be over the photo. Now from here, you can select any color you want. Perhaps we can select like a brown color, just to give it like a little bit of a tint over an effect. And then all you have to do is to head to the properties panel and head under opacity and use the blending mode in order to create a blend mode that will go over the image. So in this case, we actually have the graphic which is underneath the photo. So perhaps I will have to make sure that the image sits just above the photo because it is a cutout. There is another way in which we can do that, which is to include our layer inside the mask. Let me do that real quick. So Command C to copy, then delete, and let's double click on the clipping mask here, and we can go ahead and paste it. And as you can see, it's still pasted here. Just drag it above the photo, just like so. So as you can see, the order of the layer stack is very important. We can hide the one that is on top and just select this one inside the box. And again, with the opacity, also make sure that, you know, it's just a light effects. We do not want to distort the image too much. But again, remember, you can also always select any sort of assets from inside the layers panel, which I think is super cool. And here it is. So have fun and create more graphics, postcards. I look forward to see yours. Make sure to submit it both on Discord and on Behance, and make sure to export your file with a bleed. But unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. So for today, that's it. Don't forget that tomorrow we're going to be together, and stay tuned because we have Annika and Alex, and I'm sure it's going to be a blast. So thank you so much, everybody. Make sure to submit your work, and I will catch you tomorrow with challenge number 4. Stay tuned for more fun here at Adobe Live. Bye, everybody.